They got a whole bunch of police posted up around town, so they got some going down. So I'm gonna wait for the notify, the notification to go out for the bots. You know what I'm saying, to tap into the check. I know they're gonna flood it out. Start, saying stuff within the chat. So I'm gonna give it a look. Like I said, I just started out by saying there's a lot of police scattered around the city. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the midst of the chat real quick. Started out to prove my point. I go to work tonight. I work for the next tonight for the next 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's my schedule. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got me working. Um, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? They got me working the most busiest darn days in the busiest time at this restaurant. But you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So I take it for what it is, though. I take it for what it is. But she want to come up with the idea talking about going to the car wash real quick. They got the police scattered around here like crazy. They all posted up, pulled off on the side of the road, whatever the case may be. So I guess, I don't know. I don't know what secret operations taking place in the streets, what was going on or whatever. I ain't hear nothing. But I'm pretty sure they got some secretive taking place right now. You know what I mean? So I'm about to go ahead and head up here to this darn car wash real quick. Oh, shit, over there, you know what I'm saying? Look at that, be smiling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell she over there looking at. So making her looking and smiling and cheesing and shit, folks. You know what I'm saying? Let's see real quick. Yeah, they got the streets out here real hot right now, though, boy. And I know the reason why they know that. The reason why I know they hot because they already know I'm about to be at this job for the next, you know what I'm saying, 3 days, including today. So they on standby. Chris said the Fed. Yeah, they got a lot of surveillance going on out here right now in the streets taking place, you know what I'm saying? Some secretive operation going on, but I've been recording and a lot of stuff I've been getting across my phone on these lives, and I guess they don't like that, so they want to crack down. So I figure I'd just start the live off real quick while I go to this car wash before I come back, before I go to the job around 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, 7 something. Yeah, secretive ain't no secretive no more. I know, but I'm saying I just always, cause like I said to them, to the ones that expect you not to know, you know what I'm saying, it's secretive. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But like I said, do the DARPA mapping, brain reading. She want to sit back here and come up with the idea to about going to the car wash. They had the police, you know what I'm saying, scattered all around this thing in the midst of coming up with this play for me to do. And what she could have easily did. She could have easily did on her own. Got somebody from the news, you know what I'm saying, over here in the WTVM SUV. And then when I was walking back from the job that morning, like around the Prince Hall building where they be having all the Masonic little meetings, they had like a few little police cars and undercover cars, parked over there and stuff. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they got something going on. But I just peep game on the midst of they hints in the orchestrated tactics that they might have. You know what I'm saying? Orchestrated in the store. Was yet to come. So, like I said, I'm on standby. I see the news. News little SUV right there. You know what I mean? I'm on standby though. You know what I'm saying? I'm peeping game on everything. I'm on standby. I don't know why they so mad though. It's nothing I'm doing wrong. I'm just documenting, like I said, my life, y'all. That's all. I can't help that shit. These folks that come out the way they come out, how they look, they play a role in it. You know what I'm saying? That they have to play a role in it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault, man. And like I said, by the way, for anybody new, know what I'm saying, I'm working at Cookout and do all the stuff that you got to do up in there, like between the chicken, that's the burgers, the small burgers, you know what I'm saying, not the big burgers, but the small burgers that I see that sold the most besides the chicken. And the grill part that I'm working at, you're gonna need 2 people. So they think they're gonna just have one person working that whole area for everything that got to be done within that area. How long that grill is and all the stuff that got to be made, they got it messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I will keep y'all updated. I will gradually keep y'all updated in the midst of, like I said, the program, how it goes, you know, how they running it on the job. I told y'all they'll send these folks out, have these folks assigned to mess with you, just to bring business to these car washes. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people. You got a lot of people that's coming to the car wash because they just like to come to the car wash. And you got a lot of people that's coming to the car wash because they target it. And they got these people, like I said, that's sick from the mental facilities and that's hating. They want to choose to mess with your stuff and think that your stuff is their stuff. Like when I had that Mercury, you know what I'm saying? I had to always go to the car wash. I was always at the car washes, man, and all that stuff, bringing them hella business, you know what I'm saying, due to the orchestrated tactics of these bozo the clowns like this guy right here. You could tell how he looked from the back of him, straight from the mental facility, playing a role, you know what I'm saying? Playing a role. Let's see something real quick. Unless I'm tripping, like the lights would just dim on the darn dashboard and like just brighten up, you know what I'm saying, out the blue, for real. Like the lights would just dim. I don't know if y'all going, if anybody pay close attention to this video when I upload it and put it on live, y'all rewind it back. It like they playing around with the computer system in the car. Like the lights would really just dim when or maybe it's just me, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like that when it's in neutral or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the lights on the maybe all this on the dashboard go dim when the car is in neutral. You see what I'm saying? But I never seen no shit do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I just noticed that it's like the stereo system had just jerked, it did something, and then you know what I'm saying, this shit just brightened up. And this guy right here, he used to be one of the usual customers at Burger King and shit. He got a bad ass daughter too. His daughter bad as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. Do a quick little vacuum real quick, man. Then I'm gonna go back around and post up in the car and all that. And chill for a little minute, whatever the case may be. I might go up in there, I might not, you know what I'm saying? Still gotta go up in there and take my shower though, but I got till 6. in the midst of doing that before she get off. So let me go ahead and vacuum real quick. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, this shit got going on. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is, though, man. Know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what time it is. Gotta go ahead and get that on out the way real quick. Where the cop at? So I'm saying the cop gone now. Yeah, the cop posted right over here at the U-Haul place. That shit tweaking like a fool. Cause I been hit that damn blinking light and all of a sudden that shit not want to start going off at the last minute. That little chick right there, that little the cowboy chick, the cowgirl, the cowgirl. Real cowgirl right there. I ain't even gonna lie, driving that big ass truck. She like about then at 5 foot, driving that big ass truck. Could drive the hell out of it too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But you know when you come from a family background like that, raised, you know what I'm saying, with dudes that drive number big ass trucks and all that, you know, it just run within the family. You know what I'm saying? It run within the family. Shit, I say you good to go. You ain't got to buy. You ain't got to bet that thing up no further. You good to go. Unless she just trying to know what I'm saying, so that she could drive that thing for real. For you got all that space right now. You can pull out. You know what I mean? Better swear that steering wheel. Better turn that motherfucker acting like she's scared to turn the steering wheel and shit. Turn that motherfucker. Yeah, when I sat back and I had that rant, I said, F them motherfuckers. And that shit went around, know what I'm saying? They handled and gave them the word. Or they in their feelings off of it. They in their feelings because, like I said, the synchronization of the tactics of what they doing is overboard. You know what I'm saying? Is overboard. But like I said, they live for me. I don't live for these folks. You got to remember, I don't wake up every day living in the midst of somebody else's mind and what partakes in their life and what they stand for and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a damn experiment. These people are, know what I'm saying, living for this shit. They here for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. They're here for this. You know what I'm saying? They literally here. Like how they got a little boy with a little Superman shirt on. I ain't even gonna go into all that. I'm not even gonna go into all that, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. But you know, so shit's crazy. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but when you sit back in your mind is being experimented on, there's nothing your ass can do about it. It's literally you trying to do everything you could do about it. Voice your opinion on speaking out for help and everything and all that shit. Like I said, ain't nobody listening, ain't nobody really hearing you, but other people that's really going through the same thing. Everybody's so scattered apart, different states, different cities and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Over here doing psychological shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you just there throw it off in the head and sit back here and somebody telling you to just, or you just, I mean, you just there throw it off in the head that you just decided just want to, come around this person and, you know what I'm saying? Phone at 83. Phone still, you know what I'm saying, doing good at the percentage though. From when I left, you know what I'm saying, the house. I can still charge my phone up right now. Anyway, let me go ahead and charge that up. Take advantage of this real quick. See something real quick, man. Set myself out here. Cause like I said, I need to get my mind right though, man. You gotta remember, dealing with the acting in the inside and dealing with the acting on the job. You know what I'm saying? I gotta at least have my mind at least, you know, somewhat in some kind of peace zone away from the acting. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. So being, so close to it. The chopper flying around too. I ain't even really been recording that and speaking on that. You know what I'm saying? They got the chopper all out. Look, here we go. Here we go right here. See what I'm saying? We got an indicator walking up. About to walk up on the driver's side, but here she go. She hearing me talking too. Little military babe. Little military babe. And her little Air Force troops in the, you know what I'm saying, in the sky right now with the chopper flying around, flying above me, indicating, you know what I'm saying? Just indicating and stuff. You know, like I said, police all around everywhere. They got the choppers out. You know what I'm saying? How can it not be tied in? How can it not be tied in, man? How can it not be? How can it not be tied in? That's the secret. How can it not be tied in? If you see a lot of, if you see a lot of police more than the average of what you used to normally seeing, and then you see military choppers and choppers flying all around in the air and all that, but then you got, in the sky and all that, then you got folks out here speaking and talking about certain stuff. Put two and two together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I mean? They got something to do with something, right? It got something to do with something, though, right? It got something to do with something. I ain't gonna lie. It got something to do with something. All I'm saying is they need to leave me the fuck alone with the shit, though, man. I'm not trying to get caught up in no orchestrated crimes in the midst of orchestrated relationships. You know what I'm saying? Being forced to have kids in orchestrated relationships and all that. Like the average, I'm not trying to get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I understand I'm not a Mason that my grandfather was, but I'm not a Mason. So y'all want to run the same Masonic tactics, you know what I'm saying, or recruitment tactics, really recruitment type tactics, bait type tactics to try to bait me in and try to give me the pledge and all that, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not doing it, you know. So y'all could really hold, look how they keep on sending them out. So y'all could, you know what I'm saying, really try to tie me down and hold, you know what I'm saying, hold me up, right? You know what I'm saying? She'll just step right up in there, like real talk. So I got the phone charged up and everything until she try to ask for her keys back or whatever. Step right up in there at 6, take a shower, you know what I'm saying? And then go ahead and just take it from there and then get ready, like I said, and go to the job, man. You know, just for the day and tomorrow. I'll be back up in tomorrow. Shoot. My coworker just pulled up, so I don't even know if she's gonna try to socialize or what. You know what I mean? She just pulled up and stuff. Probably just sent her to come up here, you know what I'm saying, due to me sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna make no difference though, cause I'm still gonna, if I'm at the house by myself or wherever, I'm still gonna speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna speak my mind. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't none of that gonna change nothing. Oh boy. Appreciate that light. Appreciate that light, man. We 30 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that light. What's going on? What's going on, 421? What's going on? I'm just sitting back here chilling in the car, you know what I'm saying, at the YMCA parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Got to go to work tonight, and I'm just sitting back here just chilling in the car, choosing how to divide myself amongst the acting. You know what I'm saying? So I could be up in there right now amongst the acting and go through the shit. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of having to go through the shit at the job too. You know what I'm saying? I could just sit here in the car and just watch it from a distance. You see what I'm saying? And then just have to walk into it at the job. You know what I mean? Instead of going through it at the YMCA and then leaving the YMCA to go to it at the job and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, that's basically all though. Just speaking about a lot of police surveillance. You know what I mean? Based upon my last live, if you check that last live out, how I had that epic rant. You know, when I always had them epic rants, and I start saying F this and F that, and mother F this and mother F that. You know what I'm saying? They start, getting their cahoots up and getting all pissed and all that shit. They don't like that. They don't like that. You know what I mean? They don't like that. When I be having them rants, when I be having them rants, man, they don't like this shit, boy. They be cracking out with police surveillance like a motherfucker, boy. They're missing them rants. They hate those shits. They don't like them. They can't blame me though. You know what I'm saying? They really can't blame me though, for real. I mean, hell, what the fuck would they do? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck would they do? They was in the same situation, the same boat. What the fuck? What they really do? If the shoe was on the other foot, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck would these motherfuckers really do? I guarantee they won't make it this program though. That's number one. Number one, when none of these motherfuckers make it this long in the midst of this shit, in the midst of having it happen to them, instead of them doing it onto somebody else. Instead of them doing it onto somebody else. Ain't nobody gonna put up with this shit and just sit back here and say, well, okay, this is life. I'm gonna continue to go through this shit. I got kids. I'm gonna just continue to put up with the bullshit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna speak out about nothing. You a fucking sucker if you choose to do that. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I'm gonna witness some whole ass shit like this going on every day, every second to a minute? I don't voice no opinion on nothing. I don't voice my opinion on nothing. Must be a damn sucker. You know what I mean? For real. All this on police presence. For what? For what? Everywhere around here. Everywhere. For what? For what? Oh, so now the ones that got the word that served the purpose in the program, right? To aim at the high targeting, the high frequency beings. They're all mad. They're all mad. That's the reason why y'all got the police presence out of this world. Cause now they mad. And now they pissed off. Now they pissed. Let's crack down on. You know what I'm saying? Let's crack down on the police. Cause now he got everybody. You know what I'm saying? From the facility. Now he got them all mad. Now he got them all mad. Tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Get heavy police presence on the north side, the south side, every damn this place, that place. You know what I'm saying? School zone. Tighten up with them. Crack down on them. Damn suckers, man. Your parents getting their kids up out of here ASAP right now, boy. This the earliest I done seen these parents all at once, literally synchronizing all at once to pick up their kids, and they number 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? They coming early, boy. They trying to get them up out of here. They done got the word on something. They done got the word on something. I'm telling you, man, look, I ain't never seen this shit like this. This many parents all at once and grandparents picking up these kids, and getting them up out of here. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you. suckers over here working together to try to damage and F up somebody's life, right? They're just trying to sit back here and mind their own damn business, man. They're trying to mind their own damn business, man. They got a gang of folks out here, man. Motherfuckers, know what I'm saying? In and out of uniforms and all that shit out here playing roles to try to mess up folks' lives, man. Motherfuckers out here just trying to goddamn make a little dollar to eat a little burger and shit, to pay bills and shit. Just to eat a little burger. Not even to get in y'all motherfucking way. And then y'all want to create an organization and all these secret experimentations and shit, know what I'm saying, to get in folks' way and intervene with folks' lives, to give people something to do. This shit right there is crazy, man. I'll never grasp the fact of that shit, man. I'll never grasp the fact of that. I'll never get over the fact of that shit. I'll never, no matter what, I will never get over the fact of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, man. To get these people out here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done put all these motherfuckers and separated DNAs and put them in certain containers and Tupperwares and all this and that and this and all types of shit. Like, just to experiment and segregate and divide the country due to what motherfuckers believes in. Due to motherfuckers' beliefs. Just because of what the government done created for folks to believe in, and due to what motherfuckers is waking up and knowing that they done been blinded, you know what I'm saying, by the lies of what's really going on out here. Appreciate that light. Appreciate that light. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that light. Yeah, drop your phone. Drop your phone or you're recording. See? She had her phone when she keep on dropping her phone by her ear and putting it up, down. So I think she just recorded me. I ain't gonna lie, I think she just recorded me though. See, I could have had my phone aimed directly at her, but how she was just corner eyeballing, and she had her phone, how she was walking with her phone up to her ear and dropping it down and then walking, you know what I'm saying, having it up and down, up and down. I think she was slick looked like she was slick recording. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know, maybe I'm lying, but she was done with her phone just then by having it aimed at me though. How she was just walking. Can't put it past these motherfuckers, man. Can't put it past them. No, I'm not paranoid. No, I'm not tripping. No, I'm saying I know what the fuck I just seen, man. Got a chick walking around with a Dolly Parton, you know what I'm saying, shirt on, the one that had the phone. The one that had the phone. Shit's insane though, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Did you take out any close to you yet? Did I take out any close to me yet? Nah. I mean, the last time I had a little incident was when I was at the grocery store working and shit at the beginning of this year. You know what I'm saying? They got these folks out here leaving early. They got coworkers around here leaving. Ain't number 505. I told you, know what I'm saying? The place don't close, know what I'm saying? The afternoon care center don't close till 6. So they got something going on around here, whatever. You know, just judging by the looks of it. But like I said, I could peek game by the body language, but I went off on that epic, like I said, on that epic rant. The epic rant on that last live. So we just gonna see. We just gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up though. See what's up real quick. Yeah, my mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she passed away at the beginning of this year. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person that passed. My mom, though. That's it. Well, they already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already did my homework on enough information to find out thoroughly how this stuff, goes, basically just within frequency anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just all because of frequency. So, and when I lost her, just like anybody else that I lose, a close family member, a parent, or whatever the case may be, you're gonna wake up to your full acknowledgement. You're gonna wake up to your full acknowledgement of this program. They're not gonna like that. They're gonna crack down. They're gonna try to set up all types of stuff. Like I said, they're trying to ramp up stuff even more than before. But it's not aggravating me. It ain't even me off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just pull my phone out and I just, record and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just record. That's all. That's all I do. Wow. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. A lot of target individuals been having car crash, being in car crashes and stuff. I had one, you know, I had one like what last year, 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A year and a half ago, something like that. Around a year and a half ago. Yeah, my mom, she already done been through enough anyway, man. She done made it through a lot of strokes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of health problems, and they've been sparing her, you know what I'm saying? They've been sparing her in the sake of, I know they've been sparing her in the sake of her grandchildren, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see them, do what they do in sports, and, in school and all that they had going on, everything that they had going on, dealing with school. They gave her the opportunity and chance to be able to witness that, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of that. But as far as the role of my sister and stuff, I mean, she just left everything like it was up to me, and I had to take everything, as y'all can see in these videos. I had to take all the act, all the matters in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And due to my situation and my jobs and me being highly targeted and psychologically tested and all that, it wasn't really much, ain't, you know what I'm saying, really much I could do. Now her, she, you know what I'm saying, she going through, psychological tests, but at the same time, she signed up for it. You know what I mean? It's a difference. And she had kids not studying these communities, not studying the world and all that shit like the average motherfucker that be having them, not knowing what they bringing their kids into, which is an experiment, you know what I'm saying? A frequency DARPA, lifelong, program experiment. So by these folks that doing what they doing out here, just for the sake of it and what they see and everybody else doing, their friends and everybody else around them doing, they don't really know what the fuck they really doing. I'm telling you. They don't know. They already vibrating low, so they really don't know. They don't know. You know what I mean? They don't know. And then before you know it, in the near future, y'all know what's yet to happen. You know what I'm saying? Within them and their family, the rude awakening happens. Other awakening, other kid, that child in the family, and they start trying to ask questions and want to know what the fuck going on. Like, the same repeated patterns. Like every target individual, how we asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Within our family, whether they answer the shit or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same shit. So like I said, in the near future with these kids, like I said, they're going to question their parents. They're going to ask questions. They're going to remember how times was around these times, how shit was with technology, how shit done progress in the next, what I'm saying, decades, shit, years to come. And they're gonna want to know what the fuck is going on. And like I said, they'll come back to target individuals videos, read all the info, the informative videos and the informative posts that, chosen ones that left. Hopefully they could be able to understand it and let that guide them in the future of their life. You know what I'm saying? You know, to take these documentaries right here and let that shit guide them. As a true, real true, know what I'm saying? testimony and statement from somebody that's really going through this shit for real, that's not making it up. You know what I mean? I live this shit for real. And this ain't nothing to brag. This ain't nothing to brag and boast about either. Ain't nothing to brag and boast about at all. You know what I mean? When somebody knows, and when people knows in general, or a person that's coming around you knows about you, what you got going on, know about your life in a sense, and you don't know this motherfucker, shit. I don't know what happened though, man. I mean, they must have told the police to, once they spotted out or mapped the car, you know what I'm saying, coming to the location, to just go ahead and scatter and go to another location or something. Because, like I said, they not around. The other guy that was just posted up at the U-Haul, he ain't there no more. But I just left the car wash. And all the other ones that I seen, like I said, they gone. So, you know. Phone at 90%. Phone at 90%. Charging up real fast. But that shit charging up real good. Real good. I like that. I like that though. I'm about to get out this thing though. For real. I'm about to get out this thing in a few. Ain't nothing going on. I don't know if she gonna if I'm gonna get a ride tonight. Well, the case may be, well, I might be walking back. I got a little smart shift. You know what I'm saying? I got the little gig shit in the morning to do. Again. They want to have me, you know what I'm saying, scheduled to do this shit this morning, and then they're gonna have the Red Bull guy come up in there and so call himself trying to, you know, stock up. So I moved right on out of his way, you know what I'm saying? Let him go ahead and do his little thing here. But you up in that darn freezer, you know what I'm saying? It's 30, you know, 30 degrees up in there. You sitting there with no jacket on, no gloves on. You sitting back there trying to prove a point to Mr. Me while I'm sitting around here with 2 jackets on, gloves on, and my little mask on and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not about to get sick trying to prove no damn point. You know what I mean? I'm not. I know my body, you know what I'm saying? I done study mine. You know what I mean? I done study mine. Real shit. So for that dude to just sit back here and just go up in that cooler and shit and freeze his little hands and catch frostbite, you know what I'm saying? Get his little hands all frostbitten and shit, like I said. Sucks for him. Sucks for him. I might go live though, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I only got a little reception in that cooler. You know what I'm saying? Take y'all back there on a little trip with me, you know what I'm saying, back there. It just need a reaction to bait you to go to jail. You already know what time it is. You know, that's a fact, you know. Yeah, they try to use that little clown, man, from Red Bull to try to get me to try to bite the bait, to try to slip up in the midst of shit. But like I said, why the fuck y'all gonna give me these scripted ass shifts to come up here and try to somewhat make some money just to still bite, to still bite the bait of the script that y'all had set up for me anyway? I've been doing this coolest shit for a good little minute. I ain't seen no Red Bull guy come up in there yet since I've been on the shift to stock up. So why they going? And then what made it so obvious is that they waited for me to throw the trash away, and they had him sitting in his truck. As soon as I went and threw the trash away, he comes synchronized and walking behind me, walking in the store. See what I'm saying? As soon as I threw the trash away, he hopped out of his truck this morning and came walking right behind me. But he played this up because I already stocked the majority of that shit up. See what I'm saying? So he played this up. I just stocked that store up a day before. You know what I'm saying? That same location. You see? But they were so busy trying to run the Red Bull guy in the midst of trying to be funny due to the maintenance guy that was trolling me. They used to drink Red Bulls that I was about to, know what I'm saying, pound that nigga head in back when I was staying in Stratford Lane when I first woke up to this gang stalking program. Why they keep on trolling me with Red Bulls from the get-go? Because it started with the maintenance crew that was coming up in there doing all the vandalism and creeping in the apartment in Stratford Lane that woke me up to this program. You see what I'm saying? That's where this Red Bull shit come from. But like I said, the clown played this up. So it's like I was already my telekinesis was already kicking in, was already letting me know, hey, look, go ahead and you do this shit like this and then work on the outside of the cooler and play it off and shit to make it seem like you ain't really did much. You know what I'm saying? In the cooler, but then play it off and stop, to show on the outside. So the cash, the cash register, crew people could see you. And I was just faking the fuck out their ass too. Finessing the hell out of their ass. As soon as he got them come up in there, like I said, he looked dumb in a box of rocks. Looking stupid. Looking flat out fucking stupid. Like I said, they do whatever the fuck they could do. They do whatever the fuck they could do to try to get you to go to jail. That's why ain't nobody gonna tell you that. You might have some people joke around you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We trying to sit your ass up, but they're not gonna say it like in a formal way to really tell you that, yeah, I really mean that shit. They're gonna be like, nah, I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking, bro. Nah, I don't want to hear that. I'm just joking, bro. Ain't no jokes no more. If I sit back and I explain some shit, even if I'm saying something to try to seem like it's in a joking manner to these motherfuckers, and they say, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just the whatever, whatever. Now I'm not gonna take it as no joke. I'm gonna take it for real. That's how they feel toward, you know what I'm saying, toward shit. That's all that is. Sirens and shit going off in the background. Shit just stopped somewhere over here. Probably the apartment complex, the lakes or something across the way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Ain't no darn telling, boy. They don't love to see you make no money, boy, when you know all the stuff you know, what's going on. They don't love to see you have stuff. They don't love to see you have stuff, boy. They don't love to see you have stuff. I'm telling you. The whole object of the game is to get you to pay for everything. Everything ain't free, literally, especially pertaining to your act. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for everything. Everything dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? Everything dealing with your life is a price. Everything pertaining to your life is a price. Shit might come free to these motherfuckers. They might bribe them with free houses, free you know what I'm saying? Apartments, all that shit, but shit, not for me. Shit come pointing like she got them like she already knew what time it was, like she knew the deal, huh? Looking all in the car and everything. Looking all in the motherfucker. Hey, what's up? Shit, looking all hard and shit. She, you know what I'm saying? She's looking pretty, you know what I'm saying? Looking pretty straight, but she's just indicating though. She was indicating hard in the motherfucker when she pulled up looking all in the car, man. See what I'm saying? What you said, you know what I'm saying? What you said, boo. Damn honey pot. Look, caramel ass honey pot. Somebody kept pouring up looking all at a nigga and shit. See what I'm saying? Cause they know how it is. You already know. I'm making money, so they try the nigga to pay. Your money is supposed to be their money. Your money is supposed to be their money. They will script and orchestrate any advertisement, any commercial, in any kind of formal way to send across your ass if you're a high frequency being to try to bait your ass in by all types of shit. I'm telling you, all types of stuff, man. Everything. Everything. Food, anything. Women, clothes, jewelry, anything gonna pop up as an advertisement. Anything to bait you in. Hear the sirens. I don't know if y'all can hear no sirens going off in the background. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck going on around this bit, but they got something going on. What's up, Lauren? What's up with you? Appreciate that light. Appreciate that light. Boy, appreciate them lights for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't be asking for much, but shit, I'm good with that. Cause that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the start off right there. But it's crazy because if y'all look at my last recent little lives and stuff, I got like a couple of lives that's only like under 100 views. You know what I mean? From my past few recent ones. Then I got some that's like at 200, 300. So it's like, it's kind of really, really weird. Really weird. Yeah, they sure do, right? and they want you to pay. They want you to pay to enjoy that extravagant nut that you finally bust. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of this program to impress them. You know what I mean? To impress them. To impress their ass behind the scenes. I'm good. I'm good on that, man. For real, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm good on that shit. That shit crazy, boy. That's how it is too. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. For real. Just getting ready for this on like I said, just getting ready for the job tonight. Gotta go up in for a few little hours between the day, all the way to Thursday was for till Saturday. Today all the way to Saturday. Yep. I already done work one day, you know what I'm saying? So they had me work last Thursday. They said it was supposed to be Friday for me to come. I mean Saturday for me to come in, but they had me come in on Thursday. Whatever, Thursday, Friday, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to fill out some paperwork, and then they started me. Yeah, the job, it is what it is, though. You already know. You already know what goes on, on the motherfuckers. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is on that. Anywhere I go to work, it's just gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same darn thing, man. So I hope so too. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. You know how it go. You know how it go in the midst of the finances, man. They gonna sit back here. I think what they do is they base your finances on not just the people from the fusion center to the people that's real close around you living and stuff. Cause I'm telling you, it's like you step out, you have your mind on something to want to go get something to eat, spend, to go get some, buy some or whatever. They trying to match with you. They trying to do the same thing. So it's like it's something, man. It's like some financial little competition, little shit, man. You folk got going on, like as far as you spending and they spending too and shit. Like for real, for real. What's going on, Trevor? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you? Come on now, dog. Are you kidding me? Come on now, dog. Shit done pulled up. Shit done pulled up, man. Doing this shit. Doing the extra shit. I know you're here, right? So real quick. I'm gonna do it just like go ahead and roll the window up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I can go in. She want to pull up, squeeze right in between me while smoking her little black and mild. But like I said, won't get nobody the time of day. You know what I mean? Won't get nobody the time of day though, man. Won't get nobody the time of day. They'll come around you, pull up around you, do all that stuff, but they won't sit back here and talk to you. Won't give you the time of day, man. You know what I mean? You got to pay for the military. You got to pay for the military chicks and these women and these hoes and all that shit that's out here in general. You got to pay for them, man. That's the reward in the midst of the freedom entitlement. You have to pay to have your way. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And then all the rest of the hell and all that shit gonna come with it for real. Just got out of the movies, Nuremberg, and when I got out to the parking lot, a perk was parked so close I almost had to get in through. See what I'm saying? But she parked so close just so she could sit back here and troll by her handler sit back here telling her to play the type of music in the year of the music I've been listening to in the same year era. You know what I'm saying? Like going back in 2008, 7, 6, and all that. So she gonna pull up just to troll, just to show me that she's controlled opposition. But she looks attractive. But in the midst of how this program goes, I was to say, hey, look, hey, how are you? Talk to her a little bit. Hey, are you single? Whether she say yes or no, it's still gonna be a script. That's the fucked up part about this whole program. That's the part about life that's so fucked up when it comes to this shit. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. It's just how this shit come off. Period. You can't believe none of this shit. You can't trust none of it. You just know that, like I said, these motherfuckers are down with this shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. I don't even care. She gonna, jam, listen to her little Gucci Man and Trey songs. You know what I'm saying? Listen to her little Gucci Man and Trey songs and all that. But like I said, what does that have to do pertaining to you playing that shit loud around me in the midst of what I listen to Gucci Man when I'm at the house? You know what I'm saying? Because we in a experimental community. Once one listen to, all listen to. What's one listen to, all listen to. What's one does, all do. What's one does, all do. What's one do, all do. However the fuck you want to pronounce it, however you want to say it, you can say it however way you want to say it. But that's the truth. One person want to eat pizza, everybody else gonna want to eat pizza. Eat Chinese food, everybody else gonna do it. It just like I said, it ain't even spirituality. That's just what the shit consists of, man. Of the fucking program of life. You know what I mean? Until you die. Until you die and fry. Until you die and fry. But like I said, back to the finances though, they gonna sit back here and try to control that shit, try to keep the shit at a standstill. Cause when they did the location thing, when they had it bugged out on the app, they had the location thing bugged out, and it said when I was on Facebook, it said that when I looked it up, you have some amount of locations, Circle K locations. That's 47 locations within your area. You know what I'm saying? The opportunities, right? So I'm sitting back here and I'm like, 40 some locations. Ain't no way in hell. Because if that's the case, then why is it when I'm sitting back here, I'm low on funds, or I'm thinking about certain stuff, or I'm about to sit back here and I'm about to get mad. Now y'all want to start saying, oh, look, it's an opportunity. Like they'll send a notification. They'll say, anybody that got smart shift smart, it'll show a notification saying you just reached a new opportunity. They always troll with that shit. They always troll with that shit, man. I get flash mob when I go to empty food spots. They all show up and crowded. These folks out here showing out, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Do what it is. Cause like I said, by the time I leave here between 6:30, I gotta be at it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be behind the counter. You know what I'm saying? The clock in at 8. So I'm gonna be up there sitting at the darn job, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of folks coming up in that gaslighting, trolling, whatever the case may be, to see what I'm gonna run into for the night, to get the little rundown, when I first sit up in there, until I start my shift. So, until I get there, like I said, I'm just sitting my ass in the car right now, chilling, chilling and shit real quick for the time being. Before I go up there. Yeah, I'll let y'all know between today or tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Because I get off at 11 o'clock tonight. If I do record again, I'll let y'all know tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Most likely, how it goes, though. I'll let y'all know. Hopefully, man, everything goes good, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, by all this orchestrated shit they've been showing and all these police posted up and synchronizing and leaving and pulling off on the side of the road, I hope them motherfuckers don't try to do no whole ass shit, though, man. Because that normally the hints, like I said, that they throw and they always give to you to know what's about to happen in the midst of when you get to work. They always, you see what I'm saying? That's the Masonic Eastern Star codes and shit that they get, they give you, you know? You just got to peep game. So, you know. But like I said, it ain't like I ain't tell my sister though. Hey, look, I'll go to North Carolina. I'll go back to North Carolina if I got to. So I already done broke that shit down. And I tell y'all viewers, I tell y'all moderators and that all the time. I don't know what's gonna happen in the near future on my page. That's why I'm documenting, trying to get all this shit the fuck out the goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's too much money being invested in, like I said, trying to fuck with me, amongst others, trying to get me to go to jail. Trying to get me to go to jail for not trying to accept the experiment. For trying not to accept the experiment. I want to know why this chick, right? How She just hopped out this darn SUV, and when I was looking through the side view mirror, and I got the windows rolled up, she looked and like smiled and smirked toward the car as if she heard what the fuck I just said. You see what I'm saying? On some synthetic telepathy shit. And then here we go. We got another person about to back in right now, right? Nigga, look. He ain't back. Look. See what I'm saying? See? See? When he about to back in the right way. Why? 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 And matter of fact, you got all like this truck right here backing up right there. You got all those spots over there. Why does it have to be right here pertaining to the car that I'm in sitting next to in these spots? Why do you have to park right here? See? Yeah, he know what time it is. He know exactly what time it is. He know what the hell he doing. He know exactly what the fuck he doing. Like I said, I'm gonna get that rundown though when I step up in that bit before I start the job though. Let's see what these motherfuckers got in the store. You know they always got tricks up their sleeve that won't document. You know what I'm saying? You know they got tricks up their sleeve. So look, Dwayne, my uncle name is Dwayne. So of course they made him pull up. You know what I'm saying? For me to see that, you could tell he's walking by his body language like, yeah, I hate that he has to see me doing this remote door monitoring, picking it up and all that. But I got to do it for me to keep my car. I got to do it for me to keep my car. Yeah, you see it, Lauren? Look how he walking. You can tell he walking, how he walking sarcastically. Look. What's going on, YouTube? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all bugging and tapping into my live, right? Somebody's reporting my live? I know y'all just peep game. I know y'all just peep game on that, right? 1 minute. I mean, look. 1 minute ago? Who just caught that 1 minute ago? Who just caught that? See what I'm saying? And guess what? I got the phone aimed in one direction. Ain't like I'm sitting back here, got it slanted and all that so it could reconnect and all that. See? As soon as I went into that Dwayne shit. You see what time? Y'all see what time it is? Y'all see what time it is? I'm too deep into this program, man. And this damn chick, she keep on looking over here. The chick, she keep on looking over here at the SUV while she walking with her son, looking over here in the back of the car. How? Why? See what I'm saying? Ask yourself. How? Why? Because they serve a Hills Have Eyes operation agenda. That's why. Because they serve a Hills Have Eyes operation agenda. That's why. As a matter of fact, she look like my sister friends is like, she looks just like this chick. It's just, she's white. They have the same facial features. You know what I'm saying? Literally. The eyes look the same and everything on God, like for real. Like literally, like no lie. They're just two different skin complexions. So, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. Yeah, they the real AI. Oh, dude glitch. You know what I'm saying? She glitching. We just gonna see. I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna see what's going on though. Phone at 100%. You know what I'm saying? I got this bit fully charged up. You know what time it is. Hope they gave you a lifetime of supply, dog, on cars. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get 1 million on the bitches in the future, dog, for that act. Appreciate that, Mr. Dwayne. Appreciate that. Another person squeezing in, getting close. Another chick. Somebody else squeezing, getting in close, right? Like I said, other parking spots behind me. So I told y'all something going down today. Because what I said yesterday, them piss motherfuckers off, something going down. Because everybody keep on squeezing and getting right here next to me and doing all types of stuff. She squeezed right here with this red SUV. You know. So they got something going on. Yeah, they going hard. Yeah, they going real hard today. Like I said, I'm just going to see what they got set up at Cookout, though. I can't wait what they go orchestrate up in there, who's gonna walk in the door and what they gonna do and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. They going in overtime today, though. They going real hard today. Real hard. I don't understand why they gotta be like right here next to me, though. Shit. I told them what they could do in the live, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, you know what I'm saying, for here on out. You could taunt me, come around me, to try to get me to cause a scene, you know what I'm saying, because I know what you told to do, but it's not gonna work. I should have to sit back here and say roll calls and shit like on the last live, you know what I'm saying? Remember when I was saying where the real women at? Where the real girls, where the real chicks at? Now they sit back here synchronizing with nothing but hottie pots and all these chicks popping up and all that shit because I done did a rent roll call. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, red, you know what I mean? Red SUV. She just gradually just pulled up, just, you know what I mean? I could tell she pulled up that, you know, she had to do what she had to do. You know what I mean? In the midst of this shit. Look. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. 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 They pulling up left and right. They pulling up left and right. Red car, blue shirt. They got a lot of green shirts walking around here too. If y'all ain't noticed, you know what I'm saying? The coworkers, they got the coworkers with green shirts on today. Like I said, I feel you though, Lauren. And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the good talking all that, but I just know how deep I am in this program. And I know that, like I said, they trying to do whatever they can do with all this money being invested to try to break me to get me to go to jail by messing with my funds, my finances, my sex life, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And like I said, I'm just documenting it. I can't help that. I'm just documenting it. I'm sorry. You know? Plane flying around above right now. I'm about to go up here in a few, so I'm going to take the shower. You know what I'm saying? So I can go ahead and get up out of there. Even if I go up in there, like I said, at 6 o'clock, it still ain't going to make no damn difference. Just go up in there, take a quick one and head the fuck out. Because y'all got to remember, man, you know, you're the motivator. I'm the motivator. These people ain't even motivating themselves. They're being inspired. You see what I'm saying? They're being not self-motivated. They're being inspired. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspiring these people. I'm motivating them. Now, instead of them waking up and going to sleep and self-motivating themselves, they want to get up and do stuff and want to walk around and go to parks and all that. I can understand it. But they're not doing that. All that shit been dead. You know what I'm saying? All that shit's been dead for years. You know what I mean? Now all this is let's do what this person does because we're told, you know, via secretive, you know, on a secretive scale, what this person do, and let's try to aggravate them in the midst of what they do. You know, to show that, you know, this is what we're about. But that's not, like I said, that's not demonstrating, that's not showing freedom. That's showing a program. You know what I'm saying? That's showing a program. It's a difference between freedom and it's a difference between a program. I can show y'all freedom and I can show y'all a program. Trust me that. And I could tell y'all right, you know what I'm saying, right on the get-go, how the frequency feel in the air and all that, how the shit presents itself as freedom and how the shit presents as a program. You know what I'm saying? Got that gold truck right in the mirror, right there, parked directly behind me and been behind me. Little gold truck the whole time. Shoot. And they're gonna have a lot of these folks, these parents, you know what I'm saying, lined up at cookout. You can believe that. So for the ones that are doing the tactics, you know, from the outside, not in the inside of the wild, the outside for me to see them, like I said, you can better believe they're going to be scrolling right through that motherfucker via COINTELPRO to get something to eat. You can believe that. Throwing a million damn cookout cups around the town and all this shit like I done seen when I was walking around the city today. That's all they're going to do. To send the word for motherfuckers to go around that bitch, you know what I'm saying, to order, to try to kill your ass, you know what I'm saying, while you're on the job. And then everybody that's not used to the shit, because I know the service done picked up since I've been there just for one day. I just worked there for one day, and I know the shit that doubled and tripled up since I've been, you know what I'm saying, since I've been, you know, off the clock. I know it has. So, you know. All these juicy booty ass, you know what I'm saying, little myths and all these little, you know, little mothers walking up in there and shit. All these little plump little booties walking up in there and shit. You know what I mean? Only closest way a nigga gonna get to that is at the strip club. What does that consist of, right? You got to pay to goddamn see your way. You got to pay to see your motherfucking way, dog, at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers can't even get over that shit. They thinking they going there, throwing all the money to the strippers to see that could see the most money that they give to each one of them. To trick their way into some gut simplicity and shit. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You paying, you know what I'm saying, to be entertained, my nigga, to see ass. That's worse than paying for a fucking porn subscription, dog. Going to the strip club is just as worse as paying for a fucking porn subscription. Paying for DVDs, dog. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? And niggas out here doing this shit. You see what I'm saying, Lauren? You know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? Lauren said, I said, yes, that's worse. That shit got me dead. That shit got me dead in a motherfucker, man. That shit got me dead. Cause I know you feel where the fuck I'm coming from. Like, these motherfuckers going there, like rappers and all that, local rappers. They got these little chains on, cubic zirconia flooded diamonds, and you know, all that. You know what I'm saying? And buying wings and beer. Just paying the government back for the experiment, or this DARPA experiment that's being taken out of their taxes, they checks and shit. Just giving the shit back to the goddamn system. And they thinking they doing something. You're not doing nothing. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Look, she over there laughing. I gotta laugh. See what I'm saying? She over there laughing like a motherfucker, a little sexy ass, laughing like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? She just heard me over here ranting and she over here laughing like, I know y'all heard that. She over there laughing like a motherfucker. What the fuck are y'all doing though? Y'all niggas buying wings, getting all your gang members, all your homeboys up, all the niggas from the south side, the GDs, the Crips, the Bloods, gathering all the fuck ass niggas that come to all the clubs around town, right? City to city, state to state, especially in Atlanta. And then all y'all niggas is paying the government back, you know what I'm saying, for what the fuck you niggas got y'all in this damn position to do this gang stalking ass shit. See what I'm saying? Dumb motherfuckers. All y'all niggas, all y'all rapping ass niggas, what the fuck? See what I'm saying? I told y'all they doing the chick roll call. They got all these chicks, every chick in the city pulling up. Chick after chick after chick. Let's see how this one gonna look when she get out the car. Cause like I said, they just got none but chick after chick after chick. Baddie after baddie after baddie pulling up. And all that. So let's see. Let's see what they got in store now. So they all want to get close to David D. Right. Let's see what the fuck they got in store. See what I'm saying? Can y'all picture that? Niggas over there having a BMF bang out in the strip club. Paying the government back. Just paying it damn back. Paying the strippers back. Now they got 5 years until they really completely shut down Section 8. 5 years worth of rent that y'all niggas done tricked off and done spent out of y'all accounts. And y'all Social Security disability money, you know what I'm saying? Checks and shit. Yeah, we ain't forget. In the midst of stuff, right? Wow. Damn, but that shit's crazy. Y'all making these strippers rich. That's a damn shame. And they proud in a bitch. Reason why these beauty supply stores are booming and bunking now. Because of got these beauty supply stores booming and bunking now because of these strippers, boy. That shit is insane. I ain't gonna lie. But I'll tell you one thing, though. Like I said, I'm about to go ahead and get all this thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and save my... I mean, I can still stay on it. You know what I'm saying? My phone at 97%. I'm just playing around here. I had this bitch on the charge. I'm just to make it goofing off and shit. Shit funny. Everybody coming out the wire sitting here looking at shit. It's funny as a bitch. Because they already know. You know, they already know what time it is. Yep, they already know what time it is. Like I said, I appreciate all the likes, all the viewers, you know what I'm saying? Look. I wish I would have caught that. Let me go ahead and roll the window back down real quick. And then this chick right here that just pulled up in this car too. She look like a cloned out version of the chick that I know. You know what I'm saying? It's been like 2 or 3 people I done seen pull up that look just alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, really like, you know what I'm saying? Or just clear lookalikes, man. For real. You know what I mean? I got some more stuff in store, man, for these lives and all that stuff. I think that's the reason why they cracking down on stuff, because they can feel that I got some shit in store that I've been thinking I'm going to speak on and touch on and stuff. You know? Seeing like energy vampires on the rampant. You know what I'm saying? These days, yep. Yeah, it's a pretty gloomy day, you know what I'm saying? Foggy day, mystic foggy day today. the fog ain't lit up till about 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like it took the longest for the fog to go away. So the whole vibes of the day were just off. That's I guess another reason why all these people are pulling up due to the fog and all that. They want to let their egg out on me because of the fog. But like I said, they could have that over with heart. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Then again, in a sense, I do. But then, like I said, they got fight hard with that. They got this African ninja at my job, and all he talking about is how much women he get. You know what I'm saying? I bet. Yeah, but he's tricking off though. He's paying them though. That's the part. That's the part that he's not really admitting and saying. And look. See what I'm saying? Way too close. Way too close just then. Way too close just then. Way too close. And they don't even be having no cars, you know what I'm saying, driving on that trail down there like that. Anyway, that's the first time. That's the first. That's most definitely a first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all they ain't never had no car down there on that trail. But let me get up in here though, before they lock these doors, you know what I'm saying, to take a shower real quick. For my sister started tripping, you know what I'm saying, tripping with her little, little two-faced, you know what I'm saying, two-sided little, little playing little, little game, little playing little role. And I'm gonna holler at y'all.